Hi, my name is Danita. I'm 39 years old. You may recognize me. I do have another channel, which is called My Journey to a Better Smile. If you want to know what that's about, check that channel out. This channel is going to be dedicated to anybody suffering from a mental illness. Anybody that's been, their life has somehow been touched or influenced or inflicted by somebody with a mental illness. Just for anybody who needs somebody to talk to, a friend, to know they're not alone. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to realize and get my mental illnesses under control. I have borderline personality disorder and schizophrenia. I don't talk about these a lot. This is not something I really share on my other channel. It's not that I don't love the people that are on my other channel, that their dedication is just, it amazes me how many people I've met through my other channel, and I just figured that there's got to be other people in this world like me who have some sort of mental illness. My mental illness controls various parts of my life, and not every day, but a lot of days. I've never really tried to get help for him. I was raised in a family that's shameful. It's shameful to admit that you have a mental illness. So me doing this is a big step for me. I figured while I'm on my journey, getting the help I need to get in the community where I live, having this channel will also help me to find others, to see, just meet other people, to have someone to talk to be able to vent in a certain aspect on my really bad days. I do have a 9-year-old son. He is the light of my life. My schizophrenia and my borderline personality sometimes can make me a not very nice person. He is the one only person in my life that this has not somehow, like, the anger has never been brought out on. I've never done this to him. So that encourages me in a way to say I know that there's some way I can control it. But I know I still need help. So I will be going to community mental health. I'll be reaching out into the community, doing things like that, and trying to learn how to, find the help, I guess. It's going to be a long journey. I hope that you're going to be here for it. I know that anybody who subscribes or takes an interest in this channel, I will be there for you through yours. Maybe we can help each other get help. I don't know. I just know that my story might be able to touch somebody or help somebody. And if I can do that, then this channel has made its purpose. So, I was born into a very dysfunctional family. Extremely dysfunctional. I wasn't brought up poor or any of those things, but that really has nothing to do with any of this. I'm just saying I wasn't. I was raised with a very abusive father. He as well has the same problems. his schizophrenia is way worse. And I wonder sometimes, is that because he's let it go for so long? Or when I think back, though, it's always been really bad. And there, as my channel goes on, I have many stories of things from when I was younger that I went through that are just horrifying. They would terrify anybody who hears them. I also have a mother who as well has her own issues. She has bipolar disorder, so I was kind of double whammy. It was like I was the only child between them two. Anyway, I was the only child between my dad and my mom. And in some ways I'm grateful for that, because I wouldn't have wanted to have a sibling that had to go through any of these things. My disorders, my mental illnesses can make me the meanest, angriest person towards people I love the most, usually. And that's my husband or my mother. It's been my mother, my father. In some ways they deserved that, and as this channel goes on, you'll understand why. And I don't mean to say that because, you know, I know a lot of you out there are super close with your parents. I've never had that. I've never had a relationship with my mother or my father, really. Not healthy ones, anyway. My grandfather had schizophrenia. He used to sleep with shotguns every night. I remember that. There's times that I just swear, that's tonight's going to be the night that somebody's going to come into my home and they're just going to hurt all me and my family. And so I will make it a fun night for us and have my son come in for like a sleepover, movies and a sleepover in mom and dad's room. And we have a pretty big room, so, you know, he'll bring in like either his little mattress thing, or he can sleep on our bed because it's so big. And I make it a fun night, you know, popcorn, we'll have pizza or whatever, and we watch movies and we all knock out. And then when everybody goes to sleep, I'm of course awake still. I will lock our bedroom door. I will barricade the door before he gets up in the morning. I usually don't really sleep well those nights. The mental illnesses, I will stay awake. It's like, it drives me crazy. I'll stay awake and I just continue to watch TV while they sleep. So before they get up, or before it's time for me to get my son up for school in the morning or whatever, or just it's the weekend and before he starts to stir around, I will get up and I will unbarricade the, you know, or when the sun comes up, or, you know, whatever, when it's morning time, the barricade comes off, the lock comes off, you know, and I'll open the door. And so I hide it in some ways. My husband knows. He's not done, you know. Before we had our son, I was doing these things, and it was I was a lot more open with it. But since I've had my son, I did a lot when he was younger, and he didn't really, you know, a baby, he didn't know what was going on. But when he got old, started getting older, I didn't want him to realize these things. But, you know, I can sometimes be a very open, outgoing person where I'll go out and I want to do things. I want to get out of the house. And then I can become a complete and utter just hermit. And I will not come out of my room, really, or the house. That's a lot of the times when that happens. My son will he'll come in here, he'll watch movies with me. You know, I still go out, and of course I'll cook him his dinner. My husband does, you know, he does it a lot. It's almost like he kind of knows the rhythm of my issues, and that's when he'll help out my husband is wonderful. because we can start getting in a little tit-tat, and that will set me off. And that's when my borderline personality disorder, if you don't know what it is, it's something, it's very, you tend to push away the people that you love the most or close enough, or close the most with. You can be very up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a roller coaster a lot. And that's not fair to him. I'm sorry the TV's on. I'm so bad about this. Sometimes I gotta remind myself. But I don't want to start this over because I'm 10 minutes into it. And this has already been hard enough to talk about. I don't want my other people, my other family on my other channel to feel like I haven't been totally honest with them who I am. That is totally me who you see on that channel. I am that sweet person. I am that. But, of course, obviously, I don't, this isn't something I talk about a lot. This is not something I share a lot. It's embarrassing. I fear sometimes that it is going to be that it's going to be what defines me. And it's not what defines me. On a good day, these thoughts, our voices I hear sometimes, just don't at all bother me. But on a bad day, it's like a choo-choo train that just goes around and around and around in my head. And it's all I hear and it's all I think. And as this channel goes on, of course, it will be more stories and more defining and explaining to you, giving the, all these things that I've gone through as a child. When I really realized that something was wrong, as time goes on, I believe that there's a time, it needs to be a channel. So I don't want to tell everything, the first time, but this is kind of my intro. This is me. This is who I am. This is how I live. This is what I go through. I know there's got to be other people that go through these things. And that's what I want this channel to be about and for. There's got to be other people out there that deal with these things, that maybe you also have been keeping it private, or, keeping it a secret, or, just keeping it to yourself and being very lonely and closed in and shuttered in, like I have been for so many years now. I'm 39 years old, and I'm just now going to start to get help. There's times that I feel like doing nothing but sleeping and staying in my room, that's really hard to do. I have a son that is, he wants me to be a part of his everyday life. Get outside, play with him. My husband's really great about going out and throwing the football around and playing with him. And but yesterday was a really good day. Yesterday I taught my son. He's always had a really big fear of riding bikes. Okay, he's 9, and I finally got him to ride his bike yesterday, and all on his own. And it was the greatest feeling. And I had a really good day yesterday. Some days are great like this. Some days I can't make myself. I can't even force myself to go out that door because I'm so scared. I live with such paranoia. And I don't know why. I don't know why. So this is going to be the beginning of me going to community mental health, getting help, trying to find a therapist. And I want to take you guys all on this journey of my adventure of getting the help. And like I said, if it helps one person, even just one person, to as well get the help, that's all. There's my goal, So, like I said, I'm sure there's plenty of you that are going to probably come across this and you've recognized me. And I'm sorry if I've never shared this stuff with you guys before. But that's not what that channel was about either. So, there's reasons for that, But I'm happy to be making this and finally coming out with it. it kind of feels good. You know, like a breath of fresh air, but it's obviously not going to cure the voices or the very horrible nights that I go through, or days that I have a hard time leaving my house. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see where this channel goes. I hope it helps others to come out. I hope it helps others to have somebody to talk to have somebody to open up to. I'm a very nice person. I welcome you, and I will talk to, I always talk about, respond to all my comments, all my, you know, you can also hit me up in my description. I will leave my email address for you guys. And I hope that this helps you guys too. So let's get to know each other. Let's, you know, let's start this channel, and this is my intro. So it's nice to get to know you guys, and I hope that you're not scared to come out with, you know, your stories too as well. So we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. I will try to make more videos every couple days and share a little bit more, and also just if I'm having a bad day, I will definitely try to video then. Sometimes I really don't feel like it, but I'm gonna make myself with this. So it's nice to get to know you guys. Bye.